Oh, hi again. So I'm going to do another review of a Canadian graphic novel, and here we found ourselves in beautiful Golden, BC for a nice weekend trip with the family. This book that I'm about to review is not family reading material, but fantastic nevertheless. So I'm reviewing Stunt. It's a book by Michael Deforge, very small, quick book. The price was about $23, including our general sales tax. And you might think it's a pretty slim buy for that price, but it's really poignant and a great tragedy that he's sharing with us. So Stunt was published in 2019. I believe it's one of the last DeForge books that was published by Koyama Press, who, as I mentioned before, is no longer around, sadly, because their impact is going to be felt. Michael Deforge, he's written a lot of graphic novels, great graphic novels after, or I believe during his time of doing work on Adventure Time. Not my favorite book of Michael Deforge's. I'll save that for another review, but this one's quite good, I have to say. So Stunt is about a stuntman. We're following him, and basically he's telling us the story of how he was asked to stage the actual suicide of the person that he's a stuntman for, which is interesting on its own right. But the stuntman, who remains nameless throughout the book, he himself seems to be maybe invincible. He's made numerous attempts at killing himself, but none of those attempts have worked out for him for various reasons. But he's got this appetite to destroy himself, and seems to be one of his motivations behind being a stuntman. The art is what you would expect of Michael Deforge, kind of out there, very simple line work, but at the same time quite complex in how it plays along with the colors that are found herein. So we've got blue, white, and black. Those are the colors we're working with. And the whole page is coming off as black. Outside the panels is black, which, yeah, the blues sitting up against it look just fantastic and really make the art pop out at you. I don't want to say too much about the story other than, yeah, as I mentioned, a tragedy. He's watching this man who tasked him with writing a death note, a suicide letter, and then the actor actually being the one who commits suicide. There's a lot of tasks that the stuntman is asked along the way to this point, but what a horrible thing to be is that bird that cannot end its life when that's all it really wants to do. And then the one thing that they can't be successful in for themselves, they're very successful at helping somebody else do that. So I think that's just a horrible tragedy when that's his goal. I mean, despite the fact that it's death, it's very grim. But I think we could probably replace that with almost any dream that a person has, and sort of the pain that you feel watching somebody else do it when you yourself have not been successful doing it. So yeah, just very strong piece of work from Michael Deforge. Very slim work. Looking forward to his next piece. Actually, I think his next piece came out from Drawing Quarterly, where he seems to be making his home now. As far as the Canadian themes go that I watch out for, survival being one of them. I mean, it doesn't get much more survival than talking about wanting to destroy yourself. Like, he doesn't want to survive, but that's all he can do. Holy crud. What a poignant statement. The other theme also too, sexuality, which is ever present in this book, as he develops this weird relationship with the man that he's stunting for. They kind of become the same person in a way, and they've developed a sexual relationship. So, yeah, at some point, no. Not at some point. But really just a strong overall work from Michael Deforge. The guy's super consistent, so you kind of know what you're getting with him. But each time it's a surprise. One of my favorite things about Michael Deforge's work is you can take one panel from any of his stories, and those panels are quite poignant on their own, which I'll talk about in a future review as well, when I review my favorite work of his. So thanks a lot for coming to where are we again? To Golden, BC, for this nice review of Stunt by Michael Deforge.